This is a $15 million Beverly Hills modern mansion with one of the coolest zero-edge pools we have ever seen. It's got a $22,000 ping pong table and some remarkable interior finishes. And today, we're gonna tour this entire property. But before we do, make sure to subscribe for more house tours. Huge thank you to the realtors involved with this listing. And now let's get started. We are here today in bright and sunny Beverly Hills, California, about to tour this impressive modern construction here. You can see that you have two different gated entries, which takes you into this central driveway. You've got a carport here on my right-hand side, and it's already complete with a built-in Tesla charger. In case you have one, you are already covered. You've also got various outlets throughout, so you can plug in more electric cars if you want. The space is nicely covered off as well, so your car is not going to get all wet when it rains. You've got the gravel details in between each concrete slab. Very unique exterior detail. You've got the vertical metallic panels going all the way up to the roof of the home, landscaped all throughout, and we've got your massive glass pivot door, and I'm 6'3" for reference. Look at how tall this thing is. This is the real deal. Now from this section, we are led directly into your open concept interior. In front of me, you've got your family room, kitchen, formal dining space, and an exterior balcony. You've also got access into the lower level with these beautiful marble steps right here. You've got the velvet walls also, which go from floor to ceiling. Very unique detail that we don't see too often. Now, before we talk about any of these main elements of the home, I actually want to backtrack briefly. You've also got the marble steps which take you down into this entry. And if we take a left-hand turn, we are led into the first guest bedroom of the property. You've got contemporary furniture staged all throughout the bedroom. Hardwood floors carry on into the space. You've also got your mirrored closet storage right over here, complete with all of your necessary built-ins, and it's clad with this wood material on the interior. Now, on my right, you've got your ensuite bathroom with the built-in vanity, stone countertops with the fabricated sink. Also, these dark gray stone details wrap the walls of this entire section. And you've got a glass enclosed walk-in shower space with the skylight, which brings additional natural light in. Now, I also really like all of the doors in the property. Each one's a little bit different. You can see you've got the glass panel detail, solid inside. Now, across the hall right here, we've got your powder room, and this may be one of the most unique pedestal sinks we have ever seen. If you look down at the bottom, you can see that they have actually hand carved the marble to make it look like it's kind of in a fabric material or it's kind of folding down. Completely made out of marble. We've never seen something like that before. Very artistic. You've got the fabricated sink here, of course, and the faucet is actually mounted into the floor. Really cool. Red velvet walls are shown across the space, hanging light fixture, and you've got another glass panel door. Now let's continue outside of this section. We've got more hardwood floors throughout the property, marble stairs going down. We've got the movie theater down there and some other cool features. Before we see that, let's talk about your family room. Very expansive. You've got contemporary furniture all throughout the space. On the far side of the room, you've got your fireplace, and this may be one of the most unique fireplaces we have ever seen. It's got the dark marble details, and you've got the vertical marble tiles inlaid in this section as well. Red detail across this area. Imagine just sitting right here, relaxing by the fire, reading a book, getting some work done. I couldn't think of anything better than that. You've also got your marble centerpiece table. All the staging complements the home extremely well. Also, if you look up above, we've got 3 sets of track lighting across the space, and you've got the shadow edge molding, which lines the entire perimeter of this upper level. Now let's continue down. You've got some interior plant life here as well, which is beautiful. And I don't think we've ever seen that before either, so there's definitely a first time for everything. But let's continue down. You've got your French door access, which opens up to the impressive backyard, the tranquil views. You've got the foliage surrounding the space, massive grass lawn. You also have a very unique $22,000 ping pong table out there, which we'll see later, plus an infinity edge pool. We've got a lot to see today. Now, directly to my right, you've got your formal dining room table, which has seating for 6, shaded light fixture above, and on my right, you've got access into the kitchen, but we're gonna see that a little later. First things first, we gotta talk about this exterior living space. Tons of staged furniture, seating sections. You've got the built-in fire pit in the center. This area is all nicely clad with this stone gray material on the floors, railed with glass, looking out to your zero edge pool and all of the Beverly Hills foliage. Very private in here as well. You're surrounded by tall trees, hedges, all this plant life. Now let's continue back inside of the property. Now you've got this divider detail with the vertical panels, which leads you directly into your kitchen. You can see that we've got this breakfast bar seating for up to 4 of your guests. Open shelving is positioned in the center. We've got a wooden countertop here, which nicely transitions into a white marble. You've got your same marble doubling here as the backsplash. You've got your floating shelves with the LED strip lighting underglowing that detail. You've got your stainless steel sink number 1 on my right, then a smaller one here on my left-hand side. You've also got Gaggenau appliances built in throughout this entire kitchen. Right here you can see you've got your built-in Gaggenau designed double oven setup right here. And I also like how the doors actually open outward as opposed to downward like you will see in most of these other homes. This home is very special. Also, you can see that we've got the touch to open custom cabinetry here. Then you press a button and it nicely closes up for you. And that section also is soft closing. Now, to the left of the space, you've got your push to open Gaggenau freezer. Tons of space. I mean, you've got the stainless steel inside. That looks impressive. Very industrial. Then you close that up. It's also nicely clad with the same dark wood tones. You couldn't even tell that it was there. Now, over here in front of me, this is a really cool section. So you can open this up and pocket these doors into the wall. And this actually reveals your Gaggenau appliance suite. So you've got your espresso machine, microwave on my right, and then you actually have all of your other everyday household appliances like your toaster and your blender. So the idea is to conceal the space while you're entertaining. So it frees the clutter from the rest of the kitchen, and I like that feature a lot. Also, you've got some custom cabinetry right below, which is soft closing, of course. We've got more to see in the kitchen, but before we do, I actually want to backtrack briefly. Right behind me, we've got more cabinetry lining the space. You've got a third stainless steel sink in front of me with some more custom cabinet spaces below. Marble details here. This stair access takes us up into the private covered carport, which we saw earlier. And displayed here on my left, this space opens up into another guest bedroom. We get natural light, contemporary furniture in the space, and this glass panel door also leads into the ensuite bathroom. Glass enclosed shower doubles as a bathtub. You've got the stone details and the built-in vanity. And if we continue our tour back through to the kitchen, we got to talk about the rest of the inner workings of the space. You can see right over here, you've got your Gaggenau induction cooktop, which has an additional 5 burners. Then you've got a skillet also designed by Gaggenau. I also like how all of the knobs are nicely integrated into this custom wooden detail. Now, Right over here, you've got your paneled dishwasher number 1 and number 2 right over here. Surrounded by more cabinetry, you've got the sink like we previously mentioned. You've got the beautiful marble details here as the backsplash, and then the upper wooden detail above. And here on my left, you've got your freezer drawer. Pretty cool how it pulls out like that. And then of course, you've got some more custom cabinetry with the built-in organizers and built-in custom lighting that turns on when you open it. Little details like that I just love. Now let's continue our tour back down through the space. You've got more of these metallic dividers, and if we continue through, we've got some recessed floor lighting which illuminates the home. And now let's continue through your glass panel door, and this room takes us directly into the primary bedroom suite. We've got the bathroom on my left, but before we see this section, I actually want to take you down. Let's check out the bedroom part first. You've got the massive king-size bed. Wake up every day to these views. It looks like some sort of private tropical resort. This is absolutely impressive, surrounded by the foliage. You've got direct access to your zero-edge pool down there. And of course, we'll see it later on, so you should stick around. We've got the glass railing sectioning off the space, of course. You've got the sliding stackable doors, which creates that seamless indoor-outdoor flow. You've got a seating section, and we have a smaller version of that fireplace, which we saw in the living area. You've got more of the vertical marble tiles inside of the section with the red, so you get that pop of color, which I do really like. Over here, you've got the natural wooden tones with the LED backlighting and some hanging light fixtures there on my left. Now let's continue down over here. This is really cool. Take a look at this door. It's complete with those same vertical divider details that we saw earlier. You've got another door here which leads into your water closet. And even in here, you've got additional marble and wooden panel details. That's pretty cool. Now let's continue our tour. This is the main event right here. This is the primary bathroom, and this has one of the most unique features I have ever seen. And right above me, that is actually a fully retractable roof. You press a simple button and it literally disappears, revealing all of this fresh air and natural light. If it starts raining, you definitely want to close that up, but how cool of a detail is this really? Take a bath, feel that warmth, feel that natural light. I've never seen something quite like that, and I'm a huge fan. Now, of course, in the center, we've got your freestanding tub, which is round on the interior, but then it's actually kind of squared off on all four corners. Pretty unique. I've definitely not seen that before. And over here, you've got your double vanity section on either side of this absolutely massive marble-clad fireplace. Once again, I don't think we've seen one quite this massive before, especially in a bathroom. I love the matching marble. You've got the fabricated sinks on either side, of course. Mirrors are positioned above. The marble also doubles as some shelving right here. Up above, of course, you get so much natural light in the space. You've got some track lighting in here, of course, and built-in glass paneled cabinetry, and it's all soft closing, and you've got some more LED lights which illuminate the section. Now let's continue down. Let's talk about one of the coolest showers we've ever seen. You've got the marble details once again clad around this entire shower space. You've got two faucets. I'm not going to call them rain heads because they are shaped like faucets, and I'm sure water comes out like a faucet here. This is crazy. Oversized faucets instead of rain heads here. All the marble is nicely book matched. You've got the fabricated shelving in here, of course, and this marble step actually leads you out into a side yard where you can further access your front or your backyard. Now let's head outside of this section and let's take a left-hand turn, and this leads us into one of the, again, nicest closet spaces I think we've seen on the channel. Extremely detailed. You've got the LED strip lighting which illuminates the entire closet here. You've got the artistic center island complete with the glass paneled uppers, tons of lower cabinetry, and if I pull out this cabinet here, I want you to see this cabinet is completely lined with this luxurious leather detail. And like I said, we also have a full leather door, which we're gonna see later. That's a pretty cool feature. Up above, unique linear light fixture. Now we've got the shoe storage in front of me, which is nicely sloped downward. Again, they're using all of these leather details, very luxurious. Over here, we've got your vanity section with the wooden countertop, mounted mirror, and some upper shelving over here. If we continue down, tons more glass paneled cabinetry. We've got the LED strip lighting inside of here. It illuminates your closet all throughout. It feels like we are in some sort of designer store off of Rodeo Drive. This is very luxurious. You've also got some custom cabinetry displayed below, soft closing cabinets once again, and I should mention that to build this closet, it cost about $300,000, which is pretty crazy. Also, full body mirror on my right, and then here on my left, you've just got some spots to hang all of your clothing, more push to open cabinets with that leather lining on the inside, floating shelves once again. And let's continue out, couple more shelving spaces with the LED light strips. I just can't get over how gorgeous this space looks. Now let's continue outside of this space. I'm literally feeling the fresh breeze from that open skylight. That is remarkable. Now let's continue out. You've got the glass panel door, and that concludes our tour for this entire first level. Now we have to head down the marble staircase and check out the lower level, then the backyard, so let's do it. Coming down the marble staircase, and we've just made it to the lower level of the property. We've got more hardwood floors throughout this entire section. Living room opens out to the gorgeous backyard, but before we see those sections, follow me behind this secret door. Also, this door is wrapped with this gorgeous leather material. It's even wrapped on the door handles as well, which is a pretty crazy detail. This area further takes us into the screening room. You've got your L-shaped couch, carpeted floors throughout with, of course, your massive screen. Projector is nicely hidden into the wall over here. And you've also got the plush walls, so you get that true soundproof effect when you're in this space. It's not too massive like some of the other theaters that we've seen. This one's very comfortable, and I think it's a lot more usable than a very massive one that you might see in another house. Now here, of course, you've also got all of your built-in custom cabinetry, marble countertops with the stainless steel sink, floating glass shelves right up above. Right here, you've got your built-in refrigeration, and then on the far end, this is your panel dishwasher. I like how all of the cabinetry is nice and seamless looking. You couldn't even tell that you have some of those refrigerators there. Pretty cool. Now let's continue out over here. We've got another living room section staged with contemporary furniture. You've got your massive flat screen TV with the custom wooden panel details up above on this center divider. And this actually matches the wood details that we see on the floors. You've got a dark marble design on the lower section of the area, marble clad vertical tiles here, and of course you've got your built-in fireplace, which is in a nice open concept design. So it can be enjoyed while you're in this living space or over here in this more formal work setting. You've got a massive glass table right here, views of the exterior, you've got the grass lot, the $22,000 ping pong table, and you've also got your beautiful pool section. And we're gonna see those spaces in just a bit, so you should stick around, but let's continue down through here. This door opens up into a guest bedroom, which is staged with more contemporary furniture throughout. You've got your mirrored cabinetry over here, tons of space, spots to hold your clothing, and this is also soft closing, which I do really like. Then in front of me, this door opens up into your ensuite bathroom with the fabricated sink, custom cabinetry below, and you've got your toilet here. And I like how this entire space is wrapped with this stone detail. It's shown on the floors, goes all the way up to the ceiling. Then you also see that in the walk-in shower space, which is also glass enclosed. Now let's continue outside of this section. Here on my right, this opens up into your gym slash work area. You can see that you've got all of your staged dumbbells here. And look how interesting these look. So they're actually metal and wood. I've never seen a dumbbell that looks like that. Have you ever seen an artistic looking dumbbell that matches your staging? That's pretty crazy. This room is also nicely mirrored throughout, and then you actually have a secret door which leads to some additional storage. You've got the contemporary staging in here as well. And also the thing I really like about this room is the fact that it is facing directly out to the backyard. And you can actually slide the glass doors back. So you open up this corner, takes you straight out to the gorgeous backyard. You've got the grass lot, you've got the pool, you've got the built-in ping pong table. Hang tight, we're gonna see this section really soon, but before we do, I actually wanna head back inside one more time because there's a detail that we still have to show you. So we're back in the living room area. You've got this artistic shelving right over here, and if we continue down, this is your glass enclosed wine cellar. Take a look inside. It's illuminated with these LED strip lights. You've even got those marble details inside of this section. You've got the floating glass shelving and some push to open cabinetry below, wrapped with this similar leather texture design, which I do really like. Let's close this up, and I also want to show you this side really quickly. So those are the marble details I was mentioning to you. Tons of shelving inside of there. I don't think I've seen a nicer wine cellar. That's amazing. Now let's continue down. We've got a powder room right in front of me with more of these velvet walls, and you've got a floating toilet, marble details, and your built-in vanity, which has the soft closing cabinets and the fabricated sink. Now here on my left, we've got access into the laundry room with space for 2 appliances. You've got the LED underlit upper cabinetry, and you've also got this really cool glass panel door with the rose gold details and the unique handles. Now let's continue down. We've got the wooden textured walls right here, and you've actually got a secret door, which just takes you into some more storage. I like how they have these cool kind of secret doors throughout the property. Now, let's continue down. This is another guest bedroom for the property. You've got more contemporary staging inside of here. Glass doors open up to the backyard, and we're gonna see that in just a bit, so hang tight. Let's continue down. Closet is on my right, and then behind me, this is your ensuite bathroom. You've got another built-in vanity with the fabricated sink. Stone details go across the entire bathroom. Then you've got the glass enclosed walk-in shower section with the fabricated shelving, rain head above, and you actually don't have a shower door. You just kind of go in and out as you please. Cool open concept, attention to detail. I do like that a lot. Now let's continue outside of the space. More shelving here on my right with the marble wall detail. And that concludes our tour for this bottom level. So now we got to head outside and check out the backyard. Here we are in the gorgeous backyard. Upon entering, we've got this massive grass lawn. And if I'm being honest with you, these grass lawns are pretty hard to come by in Beverly Hills and Los Angeles. It's not a feature that we see too often in the area, but I always appreciate when they have these in backyards. They utilized the lot that they had extremely well in this property. From this vantage point, you get views of the beautiful contemporary exterior architecture. Also, you've got a covered patio space with several pool chairs. You've also got an outdoor kitchen on my left with swing chairs, and we're gonna see that in just a second, but before we do, I wanted to talk to you about your zero edge pool design. You can see that it's surrounded with all of this gorgeous foliage. It looks like we are in some sort of tropical paradise. You don't see stuff like this too often in Los Angeles or Beverly Hills. You've got an 8-foot deep pool right here, great for swimming laps. It's a lot larger than some of the other pools that we see, and I like that a lot. You can see zero edge all across the space. You've got some Baja shelves interior pool lighting as well. So at nighttime, this space lights up and looks amazing. You've got a fire pit and some seating sections right over here. You've got the wooden deck, and down over here, you've got your zero edge hot tub nicely integrated into the pool section. Once again, relax with your friends, look up at the architecture, look at your beautiful foliage, get a really cool feeling out here. Now let's continue down, and directly in front of me, you've got your outdoor kitchen, which has your massive stainless steel sink, grill stations here on my left, shaded light fixtures above, and this stainless steel countertop actually transitions into more of a stone countertop here. You've got plenty of seating for all of your guests, built-in heaters above, so in case it's cold out here, throw on the heater and you'll be perfectly fine. Now you've also got these really cool swing chairs. So just imagine sitting right here with your friends, relaxing, looking up at your modern architecture, looking at the foliage, the beautiful tree. I just couldn't think of anything much better. Now let's continue down. Last but not least, this is the $22,000 ping pong table, and this thing weighs about 1 to 2 tons. So what they had to do is they actually had to build these concrete slabs inside of the grass, because if they didn't have those, this table would just directly sink into the ground because of how heavy it is. So that's got to be one of the coolest architectural details we've ever seen. Extremely solid, do not worry. There's no way this thing is going to break. And instead of a real net, your net is actually made from this very thick glass panel. That is super, super crazy. Of course, you can play ping pong surrounded by all of your foliage. Wave hello to your friends who might be up above there on the balcony. But that concludes our tour today for the property. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Tell me what you thought about this home. Also, huge thank you to the listing agent for allowing us to do this tour, and I'll see you in the next one.